David Essex, Hold Me Close. Now, I don't know if he made it big internationally, but he's quite a legend in these parts. Sort of, I don't know, sort of cheeky pop. Essex lad, little earring. 70s. Oh God, got a cough. Not COVID. It's monkeypox. It's not. I just took a sip of beer and had a cough. How are you? Where are you watching this from? Long time no see. Actually, it's not a long time, is it? What is it? 3 or 4 weeks. I did these every day for a while in the first lockdown, if you remember. Still no knighthood. I mean, I'm not serious. But, I mean, you think of the fucking total wallies that get a knighthood. They start thinking, hold on, what have I got to do? San Antonio. Oh yeah, I forgot to say hello to everyone. West Essex, USA, LA, Lytham, Texas, Scotland, NYC, Michigan, Cornwall. Is this interesting? Reading, I gotta say Reading. That's where I'm from. Right, got loads of questions. Never going to get through all of them. But thank you. Thank you for asking. Derek, do you prefer working on a live show or a TV show? P.S. Love your work. Oh, it changes. At the moment, it's live. I'm loving doing live work. You know, I love doing Afterlife. But the thought of starting again, I know that's the good bit as well. But I don't think people understand the work. When you do it all yourself, the work that, I mean, I know it's only 18 episodes, but that is 3 years. That is 3 years work. Whereas live, first of all, it's very different as well. So, you know, you write a screenplay or a sitcom or a drama or whatever, and you write it and you rewrite it and you do it the best way. Then you film it and you change it and you edit and all the way along. But once you finish, that's it. You put it out there. You hope people like it. If people don't, then you can do about it. Whereas stand-up, you change it every night, and they pick your best bits. So it's sort of like evolution by natural selection, and soon you're left with an hour that most people laughed at all the time. And so I hardly write a script for stand-up now. I have points and I go out there and do them until everyone laughs every 30 seconds or whatever. So every bit of it is sort of like fun, and it's getting better. And you instantly know if something works or it doesn't. Also, even as a business model, and this is no reason, right, why I'm loving stand-up more at the moment. But if you get 20 million to make a film, you make a couple of million. If you get 20 million to do a stand-up, you make 20 million. You know, and you've been paid to tour it. So as a business model, it's a no-brainer. You can just keep doing it. You see the world. You do it on your terms. When you're making a show or a film, even if you get final edit and you say you're doing it all, there's still 60 people. And then the broadcaster to worry about. You don't know when it goes out. Whereas stand-up, it's for those people in the room. You've already been paid. You do the best you can. It's done. So And you can keep getting better. You can just keep getting better. But I will do another TV show, I'm sure. But at the moment, I'm just loving live work, if that makes sense. Rachel, if a portal opened up in your bedroom to another world, but you didn't know what was on the other side, would you go through? No. Or would you send Jane? No. No. What? I mean, maybe if the house was on fire, or someone said you've got a minute to live here, or there's a meteor trying to... Yeah, maybe. But at the moment, my life's all right. Why take a risk going through a portal and just entering a world where big things just eat you immediately? I'd go out there, go, oh, dead. I don't know. Go out there, just go, oh, everything's radioactive. Just boring, just nothing. No, definitely not. Kids, don't go through a portal unless you know what's on the other side. Emily, Rodney and Stanley. Oh, Rodders. Rodney's a dog, I know him. How do you make tofu crispy in the stir fry? Well, I didn't know this, but I checked. And with Jane, air fryer first. Put it in the air fryer first, and coat it with a little bit of corn flour. So, what am I, a cook now? Oh, I love crispy tofu. Oh, I could eat just that every day. That's probably why I'm the world's fattest vegan. Because it's a myth that you go, oh, you can't be fat and healthy and happy on, but you can. If you eat vegan food like I eat vegan food, I've found all the most fattening vegan food there is. Yeah, that's how you do it. Keena, how long did it take you to write the script for Supernature? Or were there any books or papers you referenced? Thanks a bunch. Well, as I said, I don't really write a script anymore. I sort of used to. My first few shows, like Animals particularly, was like an Edinburgh show where I wrote it and made it like a thing and then went out and practiced it. And that, it swings and roundabouts. That's got its advantages. But I found now that to stumble out on stage, not knowing what you're going to say, but knowing what you're going to talk about is better, I think. It's more exciting for the audience. When you do the warm-ups, they see behind the curtain. They see the bits that work and don't work. You can reference that. They like seeing you sort of struggle, I think. Lose faith in the material in real time. And then they know they can go next week and it'll be different. And I think you probably get to a better place. I think if you only did, improv around themes for a month or wrote for a month, I have no doubt what the better show would be the time in front of a real audience. Because you can think you come up with the greatest joke or routine in the world, but you don't know. Until you say it out loud and they laugh or not, you don't know. So, yeah, I answered your question. Pax the Cat, what's your favourite view? Are you a mountain, city or beach person? Well, I like them all. Cityscapes can be breathtaking. When I see something like, New York or Amsterdam, I go, wow, look at that. I'd love to walk around there. Mountains, incredible. Been to beautiful mountainous areas like Banff, and beaches, looking out across a sea, so, looking out across the Aegean Sea. It's amazing. I couldn't choose. They all give me a different sort of buzz. I'd add forest to that, just just looking into woods or forests. Amazing. It'd probably be natural over cityscape. But yeah, something. I like to see something that I know is packed with nature, even if I can't see it. A really thick forest. I know there are creatures in there. Otis. Sometimes I feel like your BAFTA awards are looking at me. Do you ever go into that room at night and get a little spooked when the light catches them? No. Do you prefer to sleep with total darkness or a night light? Sleep in silence or with white noise? Okay, that's important to me. Bedroom, it has to be dark, cold, silent. I can hear the slightest noise. If I hear the sounds of nature, like rain or a thunderstorm, or wind, or crows, or anything, it doesn't annoy me. If there's some noise that I can blame a human for, like a radio on one, I go, right, who's got a radio on? I want it silent, cold, and dark. So yeah. Although I choose a noisy aircon over too hot, so I suppose I can live with a sort of white noise. Some people can't sleep without white noise. Is it Wayne Rooney who has to put the vacuum cleaner on or something? Is that? So I didn't make that up, did I? That'd be a weird thing to make up, wouldn't it? There's still room at the start. Wayne Rooney sleeps with a vacuum cleaner on. Really? Yeah. Dear the Sun, did you know? It might not be true, but I think I heard it. Luna, I love catching and eating flies. Luna's a cat, but not some mad woman in Cornwall. All right, Luna. Hi, Eric. It's a cat. Do you let Pickle eat the flies she catches, or do you try and rescue them? It's too late. The first I hear of it is I hear her go against the window, and then I do stop her eating bees. If she gets nice, she's like, I go, oh my God, it's a bee. I go, come on, stop her! I shout at her so she doesn't eat the bee, because she'll look like Quagmire, won't she? She's an idiot. She'd eat a bee, get stung like that. So I save bees and wasps, but I can I can stand her eating a fly. But we don't get them in here much. They're usually on the outside of the window, like a bee, and she's going mental, but she doesn't realise it's on the outside of the window. Jeannie Weenie, do you think you have a good memory? I think so. When you're on stage, not for long. At the moment, yeah, I think I've got a pretty good memory. When you're on stage, how the hell do you remember what you say? Well, it's because it makes sense. I'm usually telling stories. I think because everything flows and makes sense. So it's easier to tell a narrative than random. I don't know how people remember 100 jokes in the right order. But yeah, and I couldn't, like learning Shakespeare or something for school, because it made no sense to me. It's harder to learn and remember, if you know what I mean. But all this makes sense because it's, also, I either know what I'm going to say, because I've said it before, or I don't know what I'm going to say. So I can't really go wrong, if you know what I mean. Gunnar and Andy. Gunnar, if every neuron, here we go. Gunnar, the cleverest dog in the world. If every neuron in the human body was accurately simulated in a computer, would it result in human consciousness? Well, we don't know, because there's something else, isn't there? I mean, it would simulate it. It would simulate intelligence, which is problem solving. They can, but human consciousness is a feeling of being, isn't it? A feeling of self. We don't know what that is. Would a computer ever go, oh, I'm a computer, I'm a bit depressed? It would have to be programmed to think that. Or could you make it so accurate that it could create its own sort of epiphenomenon of a mind? I don't think so. I think it will always be artificial intelligence that won't have, neuroses. Because it doesn't even quite work like that. Our brain doesn't quite work like a computer. It's a different system. I'm not trying to be careful with what I say, because I want to put it in layman's terms. I don't understand it, and this is this is the peak of my knowledge. I'm not holding back, but I think I know that much. So I don't think so, not in the true sense. There's an experiment. I was talking to my friend who's a psychologist, and there's an experiment they do with people emailing people or a computer, and they have to tell if they can tell if it's a computer or a real person. Good one, isn't it? You can't see, so it's taught to answer questions, and people have to try and find questions that, if it comes back, you go, that's a computer, and it's hard, because they could program it to answer in a way that a person might. Tricky. Andy, I like car rides. Do you like car rides? I do. I didn't used to. I don't really like travel. I just want to be there. I want to... the portal in my bedroom, if that could just go, that's New York, Amsterdam, I'd be around the world all the time. But I am better in car journeys than I used to be. I think I used to be car sick growing up. Now, I don't know if that was the cars were worse, the fumes, the engine. Like, I was in the back instead of the front. But I do quite enjoy a nice car, a little journey now. Thanks for asking. Chloe, how is your Armageddon research reading going? And do you ever read fiction? I don't read fiction. No, I haven't got that sort of brain. I don't think I can concentrate reading fiction. I read the first sentence and I think, oh, what would I put next? Or, you know what I mean? Whereas if I'm reading non-fiction, I'm more focused, I think. Reading fiction is supposed to be very good for the brain function. Perhaps a question for Sam Harris. No, I can see that. Apparently learning an instrument uses sort of everything in the brain. You know, when you start talking about stuff you think you know about and you've loved all your life, then you realise how little you know. That's good though. Imagine thinking you know everything. You'd be an idiot. So, because I know I don't know anything, I'm a genius. Ollie Afterlife. The world is about to explode. I like all these questions are about Armageddon. That's good. The world is about to explode, but 100 people are allowed on board a spaceship. Among them, 3 comedians. I'm not going. Why should they bring you, and what other 2 contemporary comedians are essential for the remaining human race? Oh, God. Why should they bring me? I don't know what I could offer them. I mean, could I offer to cheer them up? Is that enough? Do I take the place of a specialist scientist? or even a carpenter? Like, 3 comedians? Fucking hell. 100 people. Think what you need. Starts with those. And they've used up 3 places. Oh, God. Oh, that's too hard. And 2 other comedians who I've got to choose. Oh, what a power to wield as well. I'm on the shuttle out of here. I was just calling around comedians going, yeah, I got 2 tickets. Oh, God. Oh. Could I choose comedian? If I chose Harry Hill, he's a doctor as well. See what I'm doing? And Bob Mortimer, he's a fisherman. Oh, God. I have no idea how I'd get on. Or whether I'd want to go. Leave me here. Leave me here. With the other 7 billion people about to be destroyed. What's the point? Where are we going? Sod it. Bella. Hey, Ricky. My cat friend Claude is moving house soon. Bella's a dog. You know that. A whippet type thing. What should I get him as a farewell gift? He's outdoorsy, wears a toupee, and identifies as a boy, despite actually being a girl. Any gift ideas? Hold on, he's outdoorsy, wears a toupee, identifies as a boy, a girl. So Claude's a girl. Claude's a she-cat, wears a toupee, outdoorsy. Maybe a pipe. Pipe the same colour as the toupee. For Claude, the cat. Okay, now I forgot how pointless this was. I feel like I should do something useful. Daniel, are there any projects you're involved in this year which you haven't created yourself? I'm in one of the main cast in an animated movie, a kids movie, called Paws of Fury, sort of loosely based on Blazing Saddles. I play an evil cat, and that's not mine. Just a few sessions in a booth, mucking around for money. But I'm sure it'd be a fun film. What gets me about when you do an animated film, right, or any animated film, when you see comments from grown people slagging it off, grown-ups, like 20 and 30-year-olds going, this film was, you shouldn't be watching it. There must be something wrong with you. If you're watching a kids movie and getting angry that it's not right for you, just get a life. Get out of the basement and do something with your life. Don't go on chat rooms and forums slagging off a film for 8-year-olds. What are you, mental? So, yeah. And another kids thing I've done, a thing called Fables. They've taken traditional sort of Aesop's fables and stuff and done a sort of a modern twist, and I narrate them all, which was great as well. I sort of interrupt the action. Yeah, so Paws of Fury, I think that's in July, and Fables, I don't know when that is. It takes ages. I don't think I'm doing anything else. I'm working up, obviously, Armageddon. I'm doing shows all the way through, but I want to get real shows on sale soon. And whatever my next narrative project is. Too tired to do anything. I'm enjoying real life too much. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Basil. What is your favourite quote? Mine is, if the brain was so simple we could understand it, we'd be so simple we couldn't. Emerson Pugh. Great quote. What's one of my favourite quotes? I like, those ones like, the best revenge is living well, and things like that. They're sort of like mildly inspirational and make real sense, particularly in a modern world where people do struggle to feel, worth and stuff. So I like those sort of inspirational. As long as they're smart, as long as they don't just like for some sort of stupid poster for a student's wall, So yeah. Well, that's about it. Good. That was absolute bollocks, wasn't it? As promised. Did I see them all? Have I? Here's one I've missed. Filiani. You're on an Armageddon mission. You're stranded, drifting in space. What 3 things would you wish you'd packed in your luggage? Luggage. Like me just floating around with a suitcase. I assume it's not things like a jetpack to get back. I mean, I'm just floating around in space, am I? Do you mean like to stave off the boredom or something useful? Because I wouldn't know. Drifting around in space. Music. Spotify. Music. I usually take earplugs everywhere, but it'd be probably quite quiet up there, wouldn't it? Shades, so I look good. Sunglasses. Spotify. What else? I don't know. Binoculars. They look I'm in space and I can see the foxes in the garden still. Oh, God. Right, there you go. Some absolute bollocks. Okay, what have I watched? I usually end with I just watched the last series of Borgen. It's amazing. It is one of the best shows ever created. I mean, up there with The Sopranos and The Wire and Gomorrah, and I mean, it's so good. We don't do it. We just can't do that sort of stuff. Watch Borgen. Watch Borgen now. If you haven't ever watched it, watch it from the beginning. It's like 6 series over 10 years. Whatever. It's just the best. Watched a pretty good one called Gloria. It was like a Cold War sort of spy thing set in a radio station. And that's good. That's really good. That's all about, espionage and spying and closing down free speech. It was great. What else? I quite like Wrong Side of the Tracks as well. Spanish thing. Good. But Borgen, remarkable. Forget it. Right, I've got loads of others as well. I've watched loads of others, but I can't think at the moment. My eyes are stinging, I've just had a bath. That's why I need my shades. Good. Thanks for following. Thanks for retweeting everything. There's all the lovely comments about Supernature. It's gone through the roof. I think it's already overtaken Humanity. And it did so well that Humanity trended again. So people who didn't watch Humanity 4 years ago and discovered Supernature, maybe because of all the press and, you know, the publicity about it, they went back and watched that. So, the so-called controversy, it's all good. It's only good. You know, I think people think I do it on purpose. I don't, but there's no harm with opening the discussion and people arguing about it, because they have to watch it, you know. Well, some do. Some just get angry at a clip. That's good too, because they tweet about it. They say, I'm angry about this, and people go, oh, I haven't seen that. And they watch it. So, thank you. Thank you to everyone for watching Supernature, Humanity, Afterlife still going strong. People still discovering that. All 18 episodes. Oh, it's going to be tough to beat that. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't do anything else. I'll just potter around in the fucking garden. Thanks, everyone. Oh, be nice to animals. You might have heard the platinum tickets raised like $500,000, which I gave to a few charities. And there's some, there still might be some gigs that they haven't done all the final figures. That if I get any more, I might give it to a few little smaller charities as well. And I'm going to do it again for Armageddon as well. So thanks for that. The Yulin Festival's on again, which is the worst thing imaginable. I've talked about it, and I know we probably can't stop them doing it, but there are funds that people go over there and buy the dogs that are going to get tortured to death. So if you can bear to look it up, there are fundraisers that people try and save these beautiful little creatures. And, you know, it's not about the species. I don't eat any animals. I'm vegan now, and it's not that they're eating dogs, it's that they're torturing them. But, you know, we torture all animals to eat them. There's no good way to keep an animal all its miserable life and then kill it. I've brought the tone down, haven't I? Be kind to animals. Tatty bye, everyone. Tatty bye.